I was just saying that I started to do that for a little while, just get so comfortable, and then I stopped my disciplines. So now my disciplines have been on point for a little while again, and I'm sharp, you know. And this is just the key. What were you saying?
No, I was getting at that. I think that that's exactly what the key for me is just kind of creating that space for myself for that amount of time, because all day from the time I leave, I'm just surrounded by everybody, you
Right,
know.
and that's
So,
key. You have to have this time for yourself so you can feel
right,
yourself, and then you can differentiate yourself from the garbage in the world. Because otherwise, it can easily creep in, and then you can't tell the difference unless you're super aware on it.
right. And lately it's just been kind of like, this is the best visual I can give, is I feel my own bubble, but I feel like my bubble constantly is having shit thrown at it all the time. And I'm just
Yeah,
having to, clean off my bubble. Like, damn it, I went over here and, I work, and I work at a collection agency of all places. So it's a lot of assholes that work there.
yeah, I bet.
So, I work in the administrative side, so I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to deal with any of that, but I'm around it all the time. And
Yeah,
some management, they're rude, it's hostile, and it after a while, when you're consumed in that, it just consumes you. It can really easily. And I think that, and then I go home, there's no peace there, because I go
right,
home and people are throwing stuff and arguing and yelling and slamming stuff. And you know, I'm having to talk my son off the ledge and then be a mom and then make dinner and then get ready for the next day and then do it all over again. And
right.
I've only been giving myself about an hour to get me together, and I need more.
And this extra time that you start to give yourself is going to really enhance everything, because it's going to start to make life feel more like a game again. Like, okay, boom, game on. Enter Krista, bang.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
get your armor on, get your shield, your suit, your weapons, your tools,
Right.
and then everything is on point. You'll be moving through the day like the warrior as you are. You know,
Yes. I need
moving
that to
through
come on back.
with that authority, and that's what creates it, and that builds up so much character, so much internal strength that nobody can ever touch or take away from you. When you know behind the doors the work you're doing with you and the creator, and in a state of oneness as the creator working through you, as it self, it's like nothing can touch this. And this is what makes us leaders and visionaries, because we start to naturally receive our vision immediately from the source to us as tailor-made for us. And whatever touches us from this point only grows and is enhanced, so long as we stay on this journey and this trajectory, you know.
Right. That was
So yeah,
good.
it's good. Start rising. So what time are you gonna start rising?
Hello?
Yo,
Okay. I think my end cut out a little bit.
I was saying, what time are you gonna start rising now?
Well, I normally rise at 6, so I'm gonna push back to at 5. Do an hour first.
Ooh, all right, yeah,
I'm gonna
take
do
it
an
easy.
hour first.
Whatever
Yeah.
you can do consistently, is make sure you can be persistent with it. Because
Right.
if you like, don't say I'm gonna do three, but then only do three once and then relapse to six, you know.
Right. And
So
normally I would reach for the top shelf, but I'm gonna just be practical right now and give myself an hour, build some consistency, and then I can pull back.
do you know another thing I do too? Like
What's
this,
that?
when I know I'm not gonna get up at three, but sometimes I will put my alarm on at three anyway, so it goes off. Then I turn it off. Then another one at 4:15, and then I may do that one. If not that one, then I'll be up by five
Okay, like
anyway.
hour increments. Gotcha.
You know?
And you know what? Like, I've been kind of naturally waking up around 3, a little bit after 3. And I stay up a little bit. Like, I'm not all the way intentionally trying to wake up, but I can't go back to sleep. But I'm just in this foggy state until I have to wake up. That's been
And
happening
this
for
is
like a
the
week.
reason for
So,
that foggy state is because you don't have anything that you've set your vision on as a drive to be up at that time. You have to have a reason. You have to have a reason, you
gotcha.
know, and that reason is the drive and the motivation to progress. but you
just
need
stay
that
up.
reason, right? Because I'm up at 3. Shit, I'm comfortable here. I can just lay back in my bed and enjoy my sleep again. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Right.
Yeah. Before I gotta go deal with the crap out here. Fuck, this is my best place to be. Let me
Exactly.
be.
Like, let me
Let
just
me be
reset here
here.
real quick.
And then you slide back in, and it's done in fucking 2 minutes.
Oh man, I know. And you were even sleepier than you were when you first went to sleep because you gave yourself like an hour and a half bullshit cat nap.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? My hour and a half just went by in 5 minutes. No way.
Right.
So that's
Exactly.
why the key is to stop pushing it back and actually getting up. Again, this is why it's so important to have your vision written. Whatever it is, it can be something simple. It could be simple, but whatever it is has to evoke and inspire you as to something you really want to achieve. It could be something as simple as moving to another space. You got to have a clear vision as to what type of space you want it to be, the energy you want to feel there, what you're going to do there, how you're going to feel when you are there, how life will be for your son there, how you're going to be able to work more effectively and advance your own internal journey more when you're there, you know, even go into how many rooms is it going to have, all of these type of things, and just write it down in thorough detail. Now, this shouldn't be the only thing. There should be a greater vision that is just your complete reason for even being here, which will be revealed to you as you ask and then you write it down, which you may already have an inkling of anyway. That has to be
Right.
written into it as well. How you're going to serve the world, what it is your heart calls to bring to the world, and you just got to have it written out in clear vision and know that there's no limit. Write it as the most extravagant, highest goal that you have to grow and expand and stretch for, with the idea, look, I can never fail. It's impossible. Failure is impossible. Whatever it is done. Write it as if it's that, with that level of an assurity and knowingness. It's done. And then write it, your thorough vision, and then every day read it. This is what I would do. I'll get up and I would read it every rising, exactly what I'd written, and then I'd sit in that energy for at least 30 minutes to start with. And then I may go in for longer, or I may get on with some other type of exercise while progressing. But I would stay with that vibration as the nucleus of my thinking and being and my reason for the days. And I would always have that book with me. So when I had to pull it out and refresh myself, they say read it 3 times a day, when you rise, in the middle of the day, and before you go to bed at night. So it drills into your subconscious powerfully, and it starts to again become the nucleus of your thinking. All of this we recorded as well, so you can download it and listen, and it will be a smaller file because it's an audio, but you're following. You hear me?
Good stuff.